Yeah, swaps and stuff, rims big as monster trucks. Wide harnesses, yeah, boy, we stock 'em up. Hit subscribe so you know you stay in the loop. Hit the bell, new videos coming soon.
We back. We are back. Check it. Look at all these wires, man. Look at this. Look at this. And then you have this. Then you got to make heads or tails of all of this to make this do something. Anyway, we're going to make something shake. Anyway, however we can. My goal was, I said, I want to turn this thing over. So that was my goal, to turn it over. To get it running is a matter of ECM, which you can see I don't have one plugged in. Fuel. That's it. You see the battery. My goal to turn it over, though, is to see, alternator bracket. You see that, man? See that little, hold on. Let me get some light on this. Alternator bracket, which should allow me to clear the hood. A little worrisome here. Not sure. Like I said, this is my first go around with the S10 / Super Dime LS swap, man. This is my first ever go around. And this engine bay is full. Oh, you see, we got spark plug wires on. We got the manifold in. And we got the same thing going on over here. Now that one way in the back. Woo, man. The process of getting some of this stuff in and out. So there's a whole lot of tight quarters over here. And somehow, like I said, I got to back there. I got to plug that spark plug wire up. Get it jumping, get it going, get it on. And then let's see, heater hose, which is, you see there's one right there. It's gonna be a little tight, but we're gonna make it work. What I'm gonna do right now, though, I'm gonna go ahead and hook up this battery, because I want to turn this engine over. And while turning it over, if I got everything plugged up right and everything checked out right, I should see oil pressure. So y'all gonna come along with me? Hold tight. All right, y'all. Got him on the charger. And that battery is hit. It is hit for real. For real. Wow. Let's see what see if we got any little power. Oh. We got lights, camera, action. Lights, camera, action. Oh, man. I mean, to be honest, that's the simple part. You just hook a battery up in a positive, and you got power. So, no big deal there. But we ain't got no voltage. If you look and see, no voltage. So, let it charge up a minute and we come back. All right, y'all. Let me set y'all up real quick. Man, look at, man, anyway, let's see. I don't know if we got enough juice. Got enough juice to see if the key do something. Some of these automatic lights. Let's see. Most of the time, if you're taking hit the emergency brake, the automatic lights go off. I don't know about all that. Okay, so it's not doing anything as far as ignition wise turning over, right? Y'all know why? Y'all know why it's not turning over? Why you can't turn it over and why it won't work? I know why. And we're gonna take care of why in just a second, as soon as I can find something to take care of why with. This thing right here, you probably can't see it in my hand, but it is a neutral safety switch. And park, reverse, neutral, drive, all that good stuff. In order for this to turn over, some reason you have to jump out the neutral safety switch. All right. Like I said, I want to see if it'll turn over. Add a little more boosty juicy. See what we got. That battery is done, man. The battery is done. What kind of voltage we got on it? 13. And it probably drops to 0 when I crank it. It should turn over faster than that. It ain't turning over fast enough for me, but it's turning, so it's turning. Dive into these wires a little deeper. I mean, to be honest, to make it run, I don't need none of this crap right here. Plug the computer up, add power to the computer, ignition power, and add fuel. I might just spray some Do It fluid in there, you know what I mean? Some carburetor cleaner. You know what I mean? Might throw some carburetor cleaner in it and turn it over, but that battery ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna let us do it. Yeah, man, so LS Swap S10 coming along. I shall have it fired up shortly. Is my ground tight? Yeah, man, my ground's tight. So, with that being said, I'll go ahead and hook up the old trickle charger. And maybe that'll give us the juice we need. Give me some credits so we can flash the ECM. Then I might have to do a segment swap. You know what I'm saying? I have to do a whole segment shebang swap on it. And then again, I got an ECM that's a drive-by-wire. Something I didn't know. Drive-by-wire ECMs, some are drive-by cable capable. We're going to fire this thing up without a computer in it. Attempt to fire it up without a computer in it. Had a battery on trickle charge all night long. I'm trying to think of anything. There's only one spark plug that is not plugged in. I'm gonna have a heck of a time trying to get that one to plug in. Not really. It's just the process of working with a small engine bay. Not much room. Let's see what you should do, y'all. I hear the fuel pump. I hear everything I'm supposed to do. Ooh. And we've got 60 psi oil pressure, baby. 60 psi oil pressure. Go ahead and run my fuel line up to from my Corvette fuel filter regulator. Now, what looks like I could possibly do on this thing, it already has looks to be a fuel filter regulator on it. And it already has 5/16, 3/8 quick disconnect lines. So I'll pull these off. Run a 6A in here up to my 6A in up front. And man, we are in business. See, just like I take that off right there. We in business, man. Corvette fuel filter regulator with that part of it seems to be pretty simple. You know, because I'll just plug these up into the existing lines coming out of the tank. 5/16, 3/8, feed, return. And then this is going to be my main feed up to my rails. Just crazy, man. Like some of it goes together simple. It's just no room in the engine bay. Uh-oh, I don't see how that thing would even hit. Temp sensor wasn't plugged up. Let me plug that man back up. Oh, and I got to get another one. Thing about these temp sensors, man, you can knock the head of them off. And I did just that, putting the manifold in last night. That battery jumping, man. The only thing it needed was just a trickle charge. I trickle charged it all night. Alright. 60-something PSI oil pressure. Man. Looking to see if I add any more carburetor cleaner, and I don't. But I can bring my 5-gallon bucket over here. And I might just do that. I'm gonna climb under here and hook up this other spark plug, the very black number 7. And I'm gonna grab my spark plug. My makeshift fuel cell. We're gonna plumb it into this. We'll start this dude up and let it run. Once again, we're gonna start it with no computer. I think I got my makeshift fuel cell wired up. See what you do, y'all. Sure we ain't got no gas leaks. No gas leaks. once again, y'all, we are running the 6.0, this 6.0, off from the Green Trucks computer. I just need something to start it up, fire it up with, and it's doing it. So, yes, kudos to that. Need to let it run a little bit, burn some of this paint off the manifolds, but I just wanted to let it run, let y'all hear it. See no oil leaks. Yeah. Super dime time, redhead stepchild. One more again, one more again. One more again. See, I'm over here cheating too, guys. I'm cheating. Jumping a bunch of these wires, jumping a bunch of those wires. So, moral of the story is, you can run a vehicle without an ECM. I just did it. Not really. Yeah. Yeah. You're probably wondering, how in the world is this thing running when the ECM plugs are here? Well, this is the thing, y'all. Certain 4.3 ECMs you can program to run an LS 4.3, not 2.2. That's what this one was, 2.2. Oh, what is that? What? Wow, it's a good looking AC setup right there. Sanding 508 compressor. This setup here, which is this here, and dryer here, which are not going to be used. Waiting on the ones from Current Performance, which are, which is pretty pricey. And it'll slide right in here with a different condenser setup from here. Just something about the first fire up on something that I say put together, but I didn't put it together because the engine was already together. Didn't pull it apart. Just put an oil pump in it and an oil pan. So, and we all running on all 8. I know you probably see, what's that spark plug wire there? Man, I can't get that sucker in down there. So, it's alternator bracket. I feel like it's going to work. Power steering pump, not so much. So, radiator. Got to pull it out. Got my little... Yeah, I got my little marks there for me to do my little whittling. Got to do some whittling. I'm not really wanting to do much whittling, but I got to do some whittling. This radiator has to recess quite a bit to get the fan in and to clear thermostat there and power steering there. So we have to change the pulley. You see how big this pulley is here? You see how big this pulley is here? That has to come off. So, yeah, man. Let's tackle these wires, man. I've been looking and I finally found the pin out for the ECM stuff on the 2.2 2.2 S10, which is cool. And I'm gonna grab me some heater hose today, go ahead and route that. Everything's so tight, man. I'm kind of curious about this hood. I really am. I really am curious about the hood. I feel like the breather will be the tube. We can get that to come down over here. It's just that alternator. That alternator is going to stick out this. Woo, man, this is all going to be tight. This is all going to be tight. Man, somebody needs to make up some tubing, same circumference as, like, say 4-inch, but make it flat, or make it oblong, or make it egg shaped, whatever, you know what I mean? But the same diameter internally, so therefore it'll be the same amount of air coming through there, but it's designed to fit in tight places. I know somebody has a technology and a way to do that. I know they do. But what I do like, that's what I do like. And then we've got smoke burning off that paint on some of this engine component manifold stuff. Believe it or not, man, something I did not know, that you can run a red-blue harness with a red-green computer, as long as you program it right. I did not know that. I just did it. I just did it. It's just crazy, man. Did not know you could do that. Either way, so much more you can do with some of this stuff, man. Learning every day. LS swaps and more, man. LS swaps and more. Like, for instance, all right, what we'll do is we'll take this plug. Check it. We'll take this plug, right? And then in any case of anybody, we'll take this plug. We'll swap out this sensor, right? Because this is a 2-wire. We got to switch it over to a 3-wire. The 2 top wires are going to run the ECM. And the bottom wire is going to feed to our temp sensor inside the engine bay, to the dash. Simple Simon. Simple Simon, y'all. That's what we'll do on that. Otherwise, I mean, it looks to be a throttle position sensor. And then it won't start now because we have a neutral safety switch. The reason why it's been starting is because I've been jumping the neutral safety switch. And then we have some more different wires, and that doesn't look familiar to me. I'm gonna start here with my pin out, right? Go by these numbers on the back. They're gonna tell me what's what and what's what, and then go through my mental state and my other state of figuring out what I don't need and what I do need. Now, BP Automotive VFI Systems, I'm going to need another relay setup for my fans, because we got TCC brake switch, which will plug into existing wire here, Malfunction indicator, which will plug into existing wires here. Tachometer, we don't have because it didn't have one. Speedometer, which will do that there, right? And then we've got fan 1, relay control, fan 2, relay control. So that's what we'll do with the fans. 2 fans come on when we want them to come on, and rock and roll, y'all. Rock and roll. The Super Dime S10 seems to be coming together a lot as fast as I want it to, but it is. This looks like I'm going to have to switch these pulleys out. This particular pulley here needs to be here, and this needs to be there. Yeah, that's what has to happen. So belt comes up over the top, and then underneath there. Right. Yeah, I need to switch from this one to this one. No big deal. Should happen. It should happen. Tight quarters, y'all. Really, really, really tight quarters. For the guys that have done these S10 swaps, hats off to you guys, man. Kudos and mudos and kudos to you guys doing these S10 swaps. Because I'm telling you, it's tight. And they're gonna make, it's gotta make stupid power, man. It's got to. There's no way around it. And in stock form, there's no way that this thing should not blow the tires off at any given moment. Because it weighs under 3,000 pounds. And you're making stupid horsepower with it. From the factory. We need a name, y'all. We need a name. Give me a name. Make up a name. Give us a name for the Super Dime time, y'all.